Petrified,
Insomnified.
slightly wet, damp, moist.
Humid.
Enough.
Humid
Stop,
is a new
stop
word.
that now.
It's not even
Excellent.
don't say just enough.
It was moist, now it's humid.
Captain Marvel landed in Hollywood this past Monday for the movie's premiere. Read more about the evening below. Welcome to a very special episode 36 of the Unmonetisables, the official podcast for the FAWK Chronicles, the dumbest search for intelligence. And steps us a podcast to the Indi Scots network, Scots with Soul podcast. My name is Cpt Privilege, and with me through no choice of their own, Dr. Darkside.
Did you get paid to say that?
And Grandmaster Tech, not great.
If you start selling space balls of flamethrower, I will kill you.
Just you keep picking the rest of the Chris suit your chompers, right?
Did I say picking?
If you're unaware, this is the only show in the galaxy that expertly dissects your primitive planet's curatable culture, aka the trending tat of the week. And the sky is falling down, guys.
The sky's always falling down.
Not quite the sky, but Facebook and Instagram were down. And everybody lost their minds.
I know, right? It was down for they're like, oh my god, is it down for you? And people were like, no.
There's a bit of tweets.
Talking about
is Facebook down?
See, I thought
I'm on Twitter.
this was a good thing. I think it was a really good thing.
It's when you see the
You
messages.
would, you big technophobe.
It's when you see the messages of people saying, is Facebook down on Facebook? You're like, clearly no.
No, but it's waking people up to their addiction to social
I
media.
know,
right?
something goes offline for a second and,
This is a fucking travesty. How dare you make like such a serious situation? You know how many people's businesses are entirely built on Facebook?
It's growing. Like I saw an interview the other day with this couple that built up a shoe selling business, entirely selling on Facebook kind of
selling pages.
Yeah, like crazy.
Instagram? How many Instagram models and thoughts didn't they get their daily likes?
Who cares about them?
Do you know how many withdrawaled children there are?
And then they realised they should have set up that Twitter account, that Minds account.
Minds. They dropped that in there right at the start.
You're really mining this Minds, aren't you?
Well, speaking of things being down, hose down, Ninja's up. Huh?
Eh?
Ninja was paid $1 million by Apex Legends
Really?
to announce it on their big launch
Does
day.
he even have to play games anymore?
God damn no.
They getting paid that much?
Hey,
That's
what the
ridiculous,
frack?
dude.
Everyone was kicking up.
Did-
getting paid too much, it's ridiculous.
What does he do with that money? Does he insure his fingers or something? Insure his eyeballs.
It's like Jennifer Lopez insuring his arse. He's just going to invest his, insure his fingers and his fucking
No, there
mouth.
was there no an actor that had to insure his hands or something like? What's his fucking name?
God.
X-Files boys, Mulder.
Handy McHand.
That
That was a character in Men in Black or something, wasn't it?
What? No.
What? No, you're thinking of.
Was it Men in Black?
He was in Scary Movie or some shit, wasn't he? Or it was some weird.
That wasn't
spoof.
real anyway. That was a character in a movie.
No, it was. So what the fuck? Yeah, that was a total character, and mind you had his hand in a glass.
Yeah, that's not real.
Hermetically sealed chamber.
No, people don't do that in real life.
What, like Walt Disney does it?
Yes,
His
they
heat on
do.
fucking ice.
People do that stuff in real life, man.
Yeah, they do. They cryogenically freeze their bits.
What?
Well,
They're still on them.
Their whole bit, their whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to protect my bits. Yeah.
Dunk it in that cryo tank. Yeah, there you go.
Don't say dunk it.
What, you want me to say
Anyway, too much
teabag that
fun
ice?
for a gamer. Too much.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
no.
Too much.
No.
How?
Because
Why?
I say so.
Because the dark side has spoken. No, listen, right?
Come
What
join
he is
me
the
in
top
the
rated.
dark side.
He's the top rated electronic entertainment fucking Twitch streamer.
Is this basically
Oh, he
like...
was at one point,
How much of that went to charity, or did he just keep it all for
gives a
himself?
fuck?
No, he started a GoFundMe for the charity
Are
side.
you saying he hasn't earned it? You saying that boy has
I
not
don't
played
know.
enough hours of fucking Fortnite?
I don't know anything about the guy. I'm just saying.
All right, okay. It's like that.
Speculating.
He's been devil's
I'm
advocate.
sure he's a
that's
really
what it
nice
is,
guy.
yeah.
I'm sure he isn't a
hilarious.
greedy kind of horrible nasty person.
But
That's my disclaimer. Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, you discriminate against everybody equally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good disclaimer. Yeah.
Sounds like the ultimate battle royale.
Yeah.
But the real battle royale is the YouTube boxing hype is back on.
Oh God.
The KSI
This is a thought. Who cares about Caleb?
wants to fight Jake Paul instead of
does he?
Logan Paul.
Man.
He cited that
So
Logan's views are down and it ain't really worth it because he's already the champion anyway. And he really wants to box his brother Jake.
This is what the
'Cause he's
trending
really popping right now.
This is what the trending tab on YouTube's all about. Eh? I never click on that, but it must be filled with KSI.
You know, like
It's Twitter.
a few hundred years ago, people used to throw giant rocks, or so you could pee up the highest wall or the highest tree. Now, these guys on the internet just
You can get
start
the most
boxing
subs
matches.
and then batter
yeah.
each other senseless in the middle of the ring.
Basically, yeah.
To be fair, I was kind of pissed because I was like, no, fuck you. I went out of my way to legitimately pay for and watch the second boxing match, the first one with Logan Paul, but
You can legitimately pay for anything.
I'm not going to go out of my way to see it again because you called it a draw. Fuck that. However, if he's going to box Jake Paul, I think I'm back in. I think I want to see him beat up Logan Paul's little brother.
This is their master plan all along. They're targeting this just to try and get you to watch it.
What worries me though is this is what Generation Z is aspiring. This is their role model. People like KSI, people, like where are the people with like real morals and real kind of aspirational characteristics? Like
not on YouTube.
There's no such thing as real morals anymore. People would just say that morals have been copied from previous morals.
It's all subs now.
Yeah.
Who cares about
I just
morals?
watched the best takedown fucking Brittany Venti getting stuck in about folks, and there's this Destiny guy who's arguing that it's not immoral to be incestful, and then talking about the morality of paedophilia, and that in an ideological-less world that it wouldn't be, you're just like, no, stop.
Yeah.
No chance. I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing for YouTube. Push the ratings. These guys know how to put on a show. The UFC guys we spoke about it previously. The UFC guys were literally complaining, how the fuck are these YouTube unknown people, the regular masses,
what are they teaching
raking
kids?
more views and money?
They're teaching kids to be meatheads, man.
No, they're not. They're teaching kids to settle their differences in a organised professional
by beating the
sport.
hell out of each other over a few rounds.
It's an organised professional sport that has historical ties. It's a dignified gentleman's
beating the hell out of it. You know how many
disagreements.
boxers end up dying of like brain injuries? Like, no, it's not.
Sorry, most of your YouTubers are already there.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Whoops.
When the word show used to actually mean about entertainment, now it just means farce. Really?
Oh, you're just fucking. What? So basically, you're saying this only ends when someone dies.
Well,
but that's fine.
That
though.
could be a show. Hey, if they want to take it back to the era where
That's the
boxing
real
was
show.
popular, let's take it all the way back to Roman days. Let's put them in the gladiators ring and see how
you're
that
ruining the
pans
segue.
out.
Shut up.
Turn around and face me, sir.
No.
It's alright. It's alright if they die though, because they can tweet posthumously, like Stan Lee.
Eh?
Stan Lee, he was tweeting away there. Did it?
Oh, it's his AI.
No, it's not his AI. It's not his AI. Somebody's just... Well, the movie froze in his head, actually. But yeah, he tweeted, like I said at the start, Captain Marvel landed in Hollywood this past Monday for the movie's premiere!
Really?
Exclamation mark.
That's
Read more about
creepy.
David
They were
and
Just doing
below.
that.
They were
Just
doing-
doing- I thought about this a while ago. Like,
They were doing it with Terry Pratchett. Sorry. Yeah.
I thought about this a while ago though. That you could you can schedule your YouTube videos to go up in years ahead.
Whoa.
And it was in
man.
Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast recently, a couple of his videos popped up, and he scheduled them for like 5 years in the future, and
No
he predicted like
way.
how many subs he would have and stuff like this.
That's fucking cool.
And it was way
man.
under what he actually had, right? But what if you uploaded a YouTube video or scheduled tweets and stuff like that
Pretend to be
deliberately for
alive.
after you dying? Like that would be really creepy, right?
That'd be awesome.
Especially if you start talking about, I'm still alive!
It would still be
I'm
really
from the
creepy for
grave."
people watching
Yeah.
it. Like, oh my god,
Basically, what you
he's
do,
still alive.
what you do is
He's
you
alive.
schedule 2. You schedule what you think will happen either way, and then whatever one's closest to it.
You tell people who did it. he did it.
Leave clues. It's like that fucking show, 13 Reasons Why I Killed Myself.
Oh, that's a whole movie script. Oh my god.
Yeah, once a week I'll reveal the entire backstory to how I died.
That's brilliant.
Keep watching.
That's a Gossip Girl style TV show or something.
Well, it's like people are obviously debating the morality to this because obviously Stan Lee rip, but he has obviously, well, I would assume.
You think that's cool though? Like if they did that,
the account.
If they did that with Terry Pratchett, they did that with Terry Pratchett. But do you think that's cool? Like,
if they give permission to it, then
the thing is, right? They did do that with Terry Pratchett, but they are writing it in such a way that you can tell it's obviously not Terry Pratchett. It's his company.
Right. They brought it up on Dude Soup. They're like, "Do you think Stan Lee was ever tweeting?"
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think that fucking like?
The guy was too busy.
Clearly, like Richard Branson tweets, but it's clearly not Richard Branson, right? But it's in the voice of Richard Branson.
Yeah,
it's like it's obvious you're not tweeting, mate. You're far too fucking busy to be.
It.
Yeah,
like, but it's still. I think there's a moral question there, like whether that's cool or not. I don't know. I wouldn't want somebody tweeting for me after I was dead. Like,
well, the argument that was placed, especially in this one anyway, was like, "What do you think Stan Lee wouldn't support it?" He has a cameo in the film.
But when somebody's dead, they're dead, right? No?
No, he's holding on to the cameos.
They should start a new Twitter account called The Ghost of Stan.
Just wait.
I heard he literally went into one of the fucking filming sessions and a guy was there and they were like, I just walked up and started putting all the dots on his face and he's selling that, man. They literally were like hooking him up for the CGI shit and they said he just stood there for like an hour saying names. Captain Marvel, Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk. They've fucking mapped them, bro. They've mapped them out.
So they can CGI them in the future.
Proper talking about CGI them into fucking shit. Past the main cameos.
This is creepy. Like this is like when they get rid of, when they don't need the actors anymore, and when they bring people back from the dead. They've already done it in like adverts, and they've put like holograms of Tupac and stuff like that on the stage.
Yeah,
but like at what point do they just totally recreate somebody and bring them back from the dead like they were never, like, and then did they even exist in the first place? Like, were they all just created on a computer?
This sounds like a recent episode. This sounds like an episode of Star Trek Discovery.
What was in that? What was in that fucking coffee, man? Do you know what I mean?
That wasn't coffee. That was engine oil.
From red carpet events.
Oh, don't say red carpet.
Red alert, because T-Series, for a moment, took over again.
Didn't this happen before? This is like twice.
It happened again. This probably like the third
happened
time.
Again. Like
it keeps happening.
Like this is an earth-changing thing. Like
20 grand back up.
You know what's hilarious about this?
It's important.
You know what's hilarious about this is the fact that a volcano could be going off somewhere in the world that could cause mass devastation.
Exactly.
But people are panicking about TCU's PewDiePie.
Exactly. Who's this important to? Who? Some 7-year-old somewhere.
This should be important to you as a member of the YouTube community.
No, don't get me wrong.
No, I think...
Are you anti-globalist, sir?
No.
Yes, you are. So if you're anti-globalist, how dare you support a
this is what the Mind
did
goes on about. Bill Ottman, like, you should be... like platform agnostic. Like, why do you care so much?
Agnostic?
Why do you care about YouTube so much? Right? If YouTube went under tomorrow, would you be bleeding your eyes out?
I care about PewDiePie and the sole creator being the number one
with a personality cult of PewDiePie.
Listen, it doesn't have to be PewDiePie. Name another good creator. Fucking Leon Lush out there, or a fucking Comment Etiquette out there, or you know what I mean. If they were number one and it was a big
name somebody with 100 subs. Go.
With 100 subs.
Go.
Well, we're at 89. Plug.
That wasn't a setup.
Casual guys, what? Yeah. A couple of hundred?
A couple of thousand.
A couple of thousand, is it? Sorry, Cash. Didn't even I don't look at numbers, Darkside. Unlike you, I'm not a superficial person.
No, but it helps when you're trying to remember a creator, right? The straight away you think of PewDiePie because he's got like.
No, the problem is all my low-level PAL creators on the motherfucking service are vastly fucking outgrowing our sub count.
All I'm saying is it's like, who cares about YouTube and who cares who's the king of YouTube? Apart from you.
Yeah, let's just delete off YouTube, shall we?
It's not,
delete. Let's go with VidMe again for 3 fucking years. See what that got us.
It shouldn't be such about but it's a total monopoly, man.
I believe you should totally be
right?
Agnostic in the sense that the Gary Vee says
the creators are what's important, not the platform.
Don't get romantic about it.
And a single creator definitely isn't important. You know, it's about having a bunch of good creators, right? It's about the team, man. It's about
this team is quickly falling apart.
It's about collaborating instead of like who's dominating, and that's the whole talk about who PewDiePie versus T Series is like it turns that into like a competition. It's a dominance thing.
This is only good for T Series in the long run.
Dominating. It's about collaborating to create a good platform.
It's not
and
about
YouTube
dominating.
and YouTube's not a good platform. It really isn't.
Oh God, here we
it's
go.
Terrible.
It's terrible.
It is though.
You should click away.
If you're being totally honest, you'd be honest. And you would say it's terrible.
It's not the tool, it's how you use it.
It's based on advertising. It's really bad.
And that's why we are the Unmonetisables, Garies and Lents, which brings us to my favourite part of the show, where I eventually at some point get to talk about what I'm doing, Recon Tech.
Oh, really? Jumped on me again!
Oh, you like getting jumped.
Oh, that's fucking wrong. Right, so basically, as per usual, go over some of the science headlines that have been happening this week. So, apparently a superfast engine set for key tests. Could take a plane from London to Sydney in about 4 hours, apparently.
What happened with SpaceX? Did they not launch a rocket or something?
No, that was a new drug, it wasn't a rocket.
Oh,
I
nice.
thought they hooked up with the International Space Station or something.
They'd like to say they hooked up with the International Space Station, but they got knocked back.
He's talking about something completely different, by the way. He's making it an innuendo, if you want to keep it up.
Yeah. I get it.
Apparently, ancient migration in Europe transformed Spain's DNA.
That just sounds racist.
Yeah. Study reveals the wolf within your pet dog. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cambridge data firm gets 45 million boost.
Well, you know what I mean?
And schools shun red noses over plastic pollution.
How progressive.
Yeah.
How progressive.
That's quite interesting.
Those red noses should be made out of biodegradable paper mache.
Yep. One of the...
Come on, how many million red
That's
noses
literally what they've got. They've got
floating
this
in the
little
fucking
lassie
ocean?
with like an egg carton for a red nose.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, how many fucking million red noses are floating around in some fucking whale's belly out in the middle of the fucking
And what
Pacific
happens to
right
them after Red Nose Day, right? They go straight in the bin. Do they
that
get
right? Yeah.
recycled?
now? Is that? No.
Hmm.
Hell no, we didn't
that's
have
it.
the blue bins back in the day, mate.
So one of the biggest headlines at the moment is the students' climate strikes. Around that is now
fucking-
spreading globally.
Yeah, because that's going to stop climate change, isn't it? Kids protesting about it.
There's
What difference
definite-
does it make? The climate's changing
As
anyway.
you-
It doesn't
as
matter
you-
whether you take a day off school or not. Stop being lazy. Get
Actually,
back to class.
my point here is, by everybody grouping together, you're just exposing that one spot of the atmosphere to more carbon
Hot air.
But by
dioxide.
protesting, you're probably using more. You're probably
All the
using more
paper
air,
for the signs.
and you're probably
We spoke
creating
about it
more
last
carbon
week.
dioxide. And,
We
yeah,
spoke about it last week. It costs more. They actually cost them more because the colleges and universities still have to be open and
Yeah.
on. So all the leckie's still running, all the
Yeah.
gas is still running, but ain't nobody in it.
Look at all the paper
It's
and
going to cost them an extra
cardboard.
day. They're all going to have to fucking
Yeah.
make up for it.
Paper, cardboard, wood, and everything like that. Okay, even if it's recycled, they're like, oh, but it's recycled. Yeah, but a recycling plant starts to recycle that.
Listen,
and then
it's
can
all
recycle
for a
again.
good cause, okay? They believe in climate change, and so do I, okay? The climate must change.
Yeah,
Is that-
but
is
That's what they're
they're-
getting at, right? That's all.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
but see, the thing is, right? They're like everybody having a lot of these big sort of get-togethers to fight something. Need to realise that things need to change, but you're still doing the same shit as people were doing 100 years ago, and that barely changes anything.
Well,
There's only been a few in history that have actually had a massive effect on the way things are done.
But having a protest, you can make. You can create political change, right?
Raise
Having a
awareness.
protest, you're not going to manage to change the fucking climate. Like, dude, it's going to take a lot more to change the climate than a
But
bunch
it
of
raises
kids
the conversation.
protesting.
They're doing more than either of you. Have either of you helped
You know what they
Change the
could do? They
climate?
could stop breathing.
I stopped farting.
Stop breathing.
Stop breathing.
Whoa.
Stop creating carbon dioxide, and then you'll save the planet that way. Don't have any more kids.
I was going to
stop
say,
breathing.
There's two groups. One of
Camden,
them,
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
there is,
don't have kids.
there is actually a rising group of
Fucking
people
socialist.
that believe that by not having children and reducing the world's population will
Bunch
actually
of
reverse
fucking trans
the climate problem.
Yeah,
Bunch of
David
fucking
Attenborough did.
social.
Yeah,
Bunch
it's all
of
about that.
fucking. How dare they threaten the modern family?
What, the nuclear family?
Well, the
neo-nuclear
neo-nuclear family. Don't say neo.
neo-nuclear family. There can be only one. No, wait,
No,
that's wrong.
I'm
Wrong
talking
film.
about Modern Family, like the TV show.
But that wasn't a modern
The modern
family. That was
family.
just a fucking
Okay, we're
mess.
segueing here. What's
Yeah. Anyway, something that's been in the news very recently was that scientists managed to turn back time.
Yeah, for real?
It's mixed, right? Because basically it was
They could find a way, yeah.
Oh, just don't, man. That's not with that one. So yeah, it was based around quantum computing. They managed to apparently
How much
reverse
by?
time.
How much by? Like a second?
No, well, see, this is the thing, right? All the headlines are like, scientists
Can they go-
managed to turn back time.
Did they go back and bet on a horse race or the lottery or something? That would be really cool.
That would be really cool. But
Instantly somebody
not in
would
this
turn up
case.
and be like, here, stop fucking with the time-space continuum. Doctor Who turns up and just sticks his sonic screwdriver right up somebody's nostril. Back the fuck off, mate. Do you know what I mean?
but yeah,
Umbrella Academy shit.
so basically, I'm not going to go into all the fucking science. You can read up on it yourself.
Yeah,
But-
like you
crazy though,
understand it, okay.
No, it's because it's a big long fucking article written by a university
I'm
professor.
sure there's loads of
so, yeah.
trigonometry
Yeah,
and stuff.
anyway.
God forbid you read anything, I know.
I know, right? You know, God forbid you let somebody get a word in.
Touche.
But yeah, so basically what they're trying to say is, no, we didn't reverse time. All the headlines are just fucking firing us out there and causing people to go, oh my god, look, time travel's possible.
It's a good story, right?
Yeah, basically what they're saying is quantum computing is the superposition of three states.
Christopher Lloyd was getting ready to reprise his role there as well.
Thought it sounded more like Eric Cartman, but okay.
3 states.
Yeah. So,
Petrified,
insomnified,
and slightly wet. Damp. Moist.
humid.
Enough.
Humid
Stop
is a new
stop
word.
that now.
It's not even I
Excellent.
don't say, just enough.
It was moist, now it's humid. There we go. But yeah, anyway, so read into it yourselves. Don't believe
we've
all
read
the
in
radio
enough.
hype.
Don't believe
think-
the hype. Quantum computing's fake.
Quantum
Fake
computing's
news.
fake.
Quantum computing's like a flyer. It's just all made up.
Climate strike change.
Climate
Thingy.
strike change.
Yeah, climate strike change thingy. Fuck it. That's all fake.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, the human race is fake. There we go.
There we go. I like that.
That works. The human race is
that's on
fake.
it. And Darkside. You're up.
I'm trying to think of a segue, but I can't
Nah.
think of.
See, it's not that easy,
Yeah.
lads. It's
No,
really not that
I
easy.
purposefully left them without one, so you had
Only
to
the
think.
best can do it, you know what I mean?
Something that isn't fake.
Oh, I'm getting there, that's it. Build on it.
K-pop star quits over secret sex videos.
Damn.
Have you heard about this? It's
Sex videos.
it's an ongoing K-pop sex scandal
Yeah.
involving multiple K-pop stars who have been filming themselves having sex
You know what?
and then posting it and like live streaming the video.
What? This is a totally other story from what I heard. But there was a big K-pop star got fucking. He's literally getting arrested on racketeering charges and like he's been pimping out birds through a club.
A second K-pop
Pimping
star
its
has
sex trafficking
dramatically
victims.
quit the music business in a growing industry sex scandal. Jung Jun Young, 30, admitted
Good
to
attempt.
Yeah, that's
secretly filming himself having sex with women and sharing the footage. I admit to all my crimes, said Jung in a statement. He also promised to drop all his TV and music work.
Wow.
It
What was
comes
what was
a
the
day after superstar Singuri from the group Big Bang quit
Big
the
Bang.
industry
Yeah.
after he was charged with sex bribery.
Yeah, man. But that turns out it was literally a sex trafficking. Now he's texting guys and going, I'll get these birds for you. But only get
Crazy
the ones
though,
that are really willing and up for it.
So K-pop isn't all innocent and nice, like
Listen,
you thought it
don't
was.
you besmirch the great name
why
of
they
the
call it
K-pop
pop.
industry, okay?
It's
Too
actually
bad,
dead seedy and
Once you pop,
corrupt
you
and
can't stop. You know what I mean?
shady. All those nice little young men, and
What have you got against
they're filming
Koreans,
themselves
sir?
like banging teenagers and streaming it across
Don't
the
say
interwebs.
banging teenagers. Fucking hell. We're never getting monetized.
Oh god.
Listen, it was the BTS, that's all I'm saying. Not my RM and Kim Jong-un.
Somebody else that isn't getting monetized is
Bang that shit.
the chief product officer and the head of WhatsApp, who have left Facebook. For unknown reason, they both quit.
I love that though. You know.
Unknown reason. Ooh, what's the reason? Right, take a bet.
Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg has
Oh,
announced the
bet.
departure of the firm's chief product officer Chris Cox and the head of WhatsApp Chris Daniels, and no reason has explicitly been given for their departure. The changes come shortly after Mr. Zuckerberg outlined his plan to transform Facebook into a privacy-focused platform. So they
Bullshit.
probably know something that the rest of the world
Yeah.
doesn't,
Oh.
that privacy-focused isn't really privacy.
No, it's not. It's just to invite more people back onto the platform because they now think it's secure, meaning they can go, oh yeah, but we don't sell your data anymore. We just give it away.
Yeah,
I thought
and,
it was
and,
like-
and out the Bill Ottman interview that I watched last week, he went on about as soon as Facebook bought out WhatsApp and they bought out Instagram, the chiefs of Instagram and WhatsApp just left because they couldn't handle what Zuckerberg was doing with these things. That he was basically
Mr.
just cutting
Zuckerberg,
through all
not
he
over
was-
the table,
he was just
not the
cutting
leather
through-
whip
he
again.
was cutting through all the privacy that had been set up.
Holy
Yeah,
fuck.
you might want to think about your
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, exactly. But see, that's why a lot of people in the
Okay.
world are now turning around and going, "What's the point in an antivirus? What's the point in privacy? What's the point in putting passwords in?"
Yeah, privacy
You know,
died. Like,
Ew. Gross.
Because people are finding that their accounts are more secure when they have no security.
but talking about security, prisoners
Oh,
in England to be
nice.
taught to code.
Oh yeah, did you hear about
The government is to fund a scheme that will see carefully vetted prisoners taught to code in order to better prepare them for the
Mate,
the world of work.
told you.
Hashtag learn to code.
Hashtag
told
learn to
you.
code. It's
Yeah.
it's like they heard the meme or something,
Hold
right?
on, but see, remember what I was talking about the homeless folk in the YouTube videos?
I don't watch your fucking title history tech. I don't.
That's because you don't pay attention half the time.
Whatever gets you fucking going, you know what I mean? You don't have to share that shit with
Whatever
us.
gets you humid.
See that's the fucking segue back to the previous jokes. That was
Get impressed by that, are
It's
you?
like a
Are
reverse
you getting a
segue,
little
like
humid
it.
there, are you?
Doing reverse.
reverse segue. It's like a wrestling move. Structure me on drink. What else you got? Come on.
I ignore my children to play video games.
Yeah, but this has been happening for years, though.
This
Don't
is
really
it.
blame them.
Like,
this is,
freaking EverQuest and
He
shit like
likes
that.
kids anyway.
Kind of
Really.
editorial piece.
That's
on
our
the
9-year-olds in
Beeb,
this PewDiePie army.
talking
That's
about
what it is.
the growing rates of gaming addiction.
That's what it is. I know exactly what it is.
Okay.
The people that are developing the games are the same people that realise that not having kids will save the planet. So they're getting people hooked on games so they don't have kids.
So you call my beloved devs a bunch of socialists
What?
and transhumanists?
Last year, gaming addiction was listed as a mental health condition for the first time by the World Health Organization.
Yep.
And on the NHS, there is not currently any specialised treatment for gaming disorder, but there are plans to run a pilot gaming clinic in London, but they've been delayed by ethics approval.
You know what they will do though? It'll be like heroin when they give you like meth and shit like that. They'll give you like a Game Boy instead of letting you play
hold on,
PC.
Pump the brakes. A gaming clinic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a gaming clinic to wean you off gaming.
That's fucking...
Sorry,
That is
yeah.
just melee.
Yeah.
So you just walk in the door and they're just like... It starts off with like Mario and
You
Sonic
need
and
to
shit
hear-
kicking
you
either
need
side
to
of you,
hear
but the
this
further you
guy,
get in it's darker and darker and there's less... There's just more Netflix.
This guy talks about his gaming addiction. It just consumed me at my absolute worst. I was gaming all day, every day, he recalls. My children were like an inconvenience because they wanted my time, and I
Well.
wasn't able to give them my time and my love. I remember shouting at my partner, telling the children to go away. There you go.
Well, you know, teach your kids better, man.
He lost his family, he lost his home.
When I'm playing
and
games,
his job.
it's daddy's time to play games. Shut the fuck up and get
so
the fuck out.
Fortnite's clearly more important than your kids and your family and your job.
But you know what that's saying, though, right?
Home.
They're looking at the disorder instead of looking at the cause. People are trying to escape from reality even more now. Because
it's a patch-up job.
Reality sucks,
it's
man.
Everything. It's a reactionary patch-up job. Blame Fortnite, blame gaming, blame this, blame that. Let's not take any self-responsibility and go, well, this person clearly had a problem in their life where they either had a more addictive personality or decided somewhere along the line that it was easier to just sit and game for fucking hours than it was to deal with reality.
Some people, like, I've been through it myself with some of the games.
We've all been there,
you remove yourself of the stress. It's not that the stress disappears, it's just that you don't notice it. It's gone. It gives you a break for a moment. But it's an easy trap to fall into.
I had to stop playing Skyrim at one point because I realised that my house and my inventory in Skyrim was way more cleaner and less cluttered than my actual house. My actual pod.
I was wondering what that stank was for a couple of years.
Quarters, yeah. That's how you fucking do it, man.
Totally. You know, so it's like maybe look at society's problems as well as trying to treat the problem. You know? I
mean, it's good that there's a clinic there, but that has got to be like the lowest bar a rehab shit. Like
this is where we're going, though, man. This is
rehab. What for? Oh, I was in the hard stuff for like 12 years and shit. Mix of drugs and speedballs. I've
been playing EverQuest for the past. No, I've been playing Pac-Man for the past 39 years.
To be fair, though, it probably is a minority of people that have a personality that leads them to be kind of hooked on something.
Seen Twitch?
Yeah, but that's it. Like all these platforms out there, and the fact that it's like socially acceptable is just creating more and more and more addicts, more and more problems probably down the line. But we'll see in 10, 20 years when we've got children that have been made homeless because
you think gaming shouldn't
or made familyless or fatherless or whatever because their dad's been playing computer games.
So you think gaming shouldn't be socially acceptable? It should be frowned upon?
Like, no, I just think
like people need to be in the West.
People need to be a bit more aware of what they're doing.
So then you just get shut-ins, actual otakus in the West.
Yeah, it's coming. But people are already like that. You know people like that. Everybody does. But yeah.
Do you hang around me? What the fuck?
But to say this is a reaction to the...
We don't know, they're always in the room.
To say this is a reaction to the problems of the world, you can kind of see why people are turning to games when police hunt machete gang after targeted street attack. A man was attacked with machetes after being targeted by an armed gang in Glasgow city centre. Up to 10 men seriously assaulted a 31-year-old.
Yeah, this happened.
Seriously assaulted, I'd imagine.
With machetes.
This happened like, what was it, like 6 or 7 years ago? The guy outside the chip shop got like totally slashed to hell with machetes and meat cleavers and shit. For no reason, he just walked out and jumped on, like, what?
Sure, there was probably no reason.
Well, maybe, but you know what I mean? Glasgow. It's like, when you talk about places like, Venezuela and stuff
Modern
like that. And
Western city.
It's life.
You know,
Venezuela.
But this is it. You know, a lot of Americans are like, yeah, but you guys don't have any guns. No, but we've got knives. We've got a fuckload of knives.
Yeah, it's kind of
no offense, but I'd rather take a bullet than 10 fucking machetes.
Yeah, folk are hacking away your limbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can maybe dodge a bullet. You're not dodging 10 machetes.
Fucking hell.
The way I see it, right, is
you ain't dodging a machete.
The way I see it is, it's like having a car crash, right? Would you rather crash and then live for like 10 hours in hospital and then probably die, or would you rather just put the foot down and kill yourself?
Or would you rather get shot outright? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Would you rather get stabbed like 70 times and bleed to death, or would you rather get shot in the head?
Would you rather full on Wiz Khalifa? It's been a long day. One last ride to you. Totally.
Don't fucking sing that song when you're talking about death, man, because that just causes that shit.
Because Wiz Khalifa's song causes death.
Oh, sorry.
Again.
I thought you were singing the one for the beginning of fucking Star Trek Enterprise.
Oh Jesus! What? You're a fucking nerd. You watch so much Star Trek.
No, I don't watch that one.
Nobody watches Star Trek anymore.
Well, my recon for the week.
Well, what game have you been playing this week? Have you been sorting out your gaming addiction, or have you been embracing it?
Have a fuck! I've been diving heat first in, mate.
I'll see you at the clinic.
Well, Steve, see me at the
He's
clinic.
he's not ready to go to the clinic yet. He's still in phase 2.
Go and drop me on a fucking Game Boy, mate. Honestly,
Still in denial.
I'm good for
Still in
it, bro.
denial.
Hi, my name's John. I'm 35 years old, and my Tamagotchi is still alive.
Go and make sure I'm fucking get my PS Plus games this month. I've not downloaded them.
Fuck.
Direct intravenous gaming injection.
All you need to do is add them at the library. Fuck.
It sounds like Mario.
You can take it as a
tune.
suppository.
That's it. Maybe you just
Sticking a Game Boy.
Maybe you
right
just
up
maybe you do like audio. Maybe you do audio
Don't
therapy.
say
Just
sticking a boy right up, yeah.
there. Didn't say boy.
just do audio. Just the audio therapy
thought I
and play
said
game
boy.
music for the next like 16 hours.
Don't say Game Boy right up you either. Well, yes, I'm playing the Wild Appalachia update to Fallout 76 Darkside. If you must know, I haven't really found anything yet though, because I'm either slow or they gave the patch out a day or two before the shit kicks off. So I'm like, yeah, great.
It's Bethesda.
Had to delete fucking Assassin's Creed off the system just to get it on. But yeah, there's distilleries and there's Sheep Squatch. Don't mind it in a galactic ice cream van. It's just fucking passing by. Elon's got the munchies and he's
Driven by the Russian space dog.
He's wanting a fucking chocolate sundae.
So is that his new? Is that his new Tesla Y? Is it?
But there's a sheep squatch.
What?
Sheep squatch. You've heard of sheep
Like a
squatch?
Sasquatch, but a sheep.
Yeah, but it's a sheep squatch. Yeah.
Right.
It's not really the same. Got to know your fucking cryptids, mate. Do you know what I mean? Okay, that's getting ISO. like an off-brand fucking.
It's like a knockoff sheep.
Oh, God.
That was like if a cow.
Another
That was like if a cow and a sheep mated. You know, that would be the
What's the
offspring.
name? What's the fucking name of the fucking one-eyed meme thing? That fucking
Cyclops.
Sans. Like an off-brand Sam's over there with a meh. So it was funnier if I'd have remembered it in the first place. Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, he's just,
So there's a
I don't know who he's talking to.
So there's a Nuka Shine, which is a new drink. There's like they've
Nuka
had a new
Shine.
crafting table where you can make your own drink, but you can ferment the drink so
Wait.
it'll have more powerful effects.
so you get high.
Right. Wait a minute.
You get drunk.
Yeah.
When
Same
was
thing.
this is based before like Fallout 3 and 4, right?
Yeah.
So why is there a new Nuka-Cola? Why don't we
Because
have that
we're
in 3
in
and 4?
West Virginia.
Born and raised.
It's isolated. Country roads.
Fucking right, it's isolated.
There's no like, do you know what I mean?
Right. How come they get all the good shit? That's discrimination against people that live elsewhere in the fucking United States. During the
Speaking
Fallout.
about discrimination, I was just catching up on the old Joe Rogan
That wasn't
podcast
planned, by the way.
with
That was
Tim
said
Pool
very good.
and Jack Doherty.
Like I told you to.
thought you were going to say
You've done your homework. Well done.
I thought you were going to say Tim Curry there for
that
a minute.
impressive woman that he had on. Don't say woman, lady of ladiness.
The executive from Twitter.
That's the chick. That's a bird. She was
Like the other one wasn't offensive.
She was fucking brilliant, man. Her PR was awesome. Tim Pool's points were on point, shall we say. Basically, he went on the Joe Rogan podcast after Jack Doherty, the CEO of Twitter's first appearance, because Joe Rogan's seen a video of Tim Pool breaking down what Joe Rogan didn't ask and what he missed.
Yeah.
But then Joe Rogan actually reached out to fucking him, which is kind of cool, and said, well, come the fuck on. He came the fuck on, and he spoke to him.
Don't say come the fuck
Thank you, I was waiting on it. And he raised all the points. So, randomly though, Jack Doherty and his PR missus
Did you say Doherty?
came on and
It's not Doherty.
fucking actually had a four-way, had a nice open conversation about the future of Twitter.
An open four-way.
And if I'm absolutely honest,
On video.
Tim Pool probably came off worse.
Did they sing K-pop at the same time?
Ew, don't say sing.
That's banned. It's banned now.
It's not banned. How dare you?
It's a group.
Alright, well, so yeah, I think it was a good interview. It was a good chat. Don't really trust any platform CEO, but they done a great job in like proper nailing down what he was fucking getting at, you know. And anything they didn't, they agreed to doing certain things wrong, but then he would keep pressing on stuff that they'd agreed.
That was pretty much her whole line is, we've made mistakes. We're going to change.
No,
we're going to get better.
Her whole line was, but context. Because he would keep re-bringing shit up that she's like, but no, patterns though. If it's a pattern of abuse, there's a difference between someone getting thingied, suspended for randomly just going on Twitter and saying there's only two genders. But if they are repeatedly atting someone with that shit,
it's target. That's target.
What was the whole thing about the dog? What was it? Dog piling.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of that.
What?
You've never heard of dog piling?
You never heard of getting ratioed the fuck off Twitter?
No, I've heard it's like DDoSing, right? It's like I've heard of DDoSing, but I've never heard of dog piling, which is essentially like a social media version of DDoSing.
Yeah, basically.
But it's not, it doesn't even have to be as targeted though. Quite literally, like if anyone's in the shit, you go on there, like anyone's in this trending for bad news, you go look through their I bet you that Amber Heard's off Twitter right now. You go and fucking check Amber Heard's Twitter timeline after this whole Johnny Depp shit. I bet her timeline is full of it. The Tim Pool guy was like, I don't even look at notifications because it's just shite. It's just utter
See, the Tim Pool guy's like totally against any kind of...
on her timeline, but if you like a hashtag Amber Heard or type her in to Twitter, and it'll be fucking millions of folk just...
The Tim Pool guy seemed totally against any kind of censorship. But you've got to realise is that to run... that to run the social...
Hashtag Amber Heard
is an abuser.
Is an abuser, jeez.
That's a hashtag.
That to run a social media network properly, you're going to have, or to have a working democracy, you need to have a certain level of censorship. You can't have people just going about saying what they want to
decorum
anybody.
And etiquette,
right?
and you can't expect the masses to have decorum and etiquette and a faceless fucking...
Yeah. You got to know where to draw the line sometimes.
Yeah. It's not Facebook. Not everyone's seeing your goddamn name and your face and your pictures and shit.
But yeah, you need to watch the Bill Ottman interview with on Joe Rogan, and the whole kind of minds.
I'll catch up with Joe Rogan this spook. Don't worry about it. Well, that about wraps it up. Gary's and Letterman for a very special episode 36
They're
of
always
the
very special.
podcast.
Super special.
You just noticed?
Mega special.
If there's any intelligent signs of life out there, don't dare leave any comments below. This isn't a discussion and no one cares about random's opinions on the internet. If you're a returning consumer of our content or a FAWK virgin, please consider supporting us by subscribing and leaving a rating/review, or if you're listening on iTunes. And if you're feeling as frugal as Private Mr. Feudal, geez a wee pound off you over on Patreon. Also, please do check out our channel, the FAWK Chronicles, on YouTube. And while you're there, feel free to posthumously tweet all over that subscribe button.
Rewind time and observe that subscribe button.
Slash that subscribe button with your machete.
Oh god. What? I will be streaming over at twitch.tv/the FAWK Chronicles at random intervals.
If you can say that right.
Be sure to follow with notifications on or you'll miss out. The FAWK Chronicles are a part of the Indi Scots network. Thanks for listening to the only podcast in the galaxy with 3 aliens that sound like imagine shagging your cousin.
No, I don't sound like
your cousin.
No, I don't sound like that. You sound like that.
Until the next time, as we Cpt Privilege and Grandmaster Tech. I'm running out of memes, guys.
You really are.
Signing off.
You are a meme.
Closing hailing frequencies, ending communications, and gonna go ninja my apex.
We're gonna go make Privilege a meme. Yeah.
He is a meme.
You're gonna touch me, sir.
I'm not touching anybody.
Well, you're waiting off your own 4-week, right?